Hey, Tavius here. Just wanted to talk to you a couple minutes. This is a lesson for you. Whether you decide to buy anything or not has nothing to do with it. It's about helping you with your business. Now, you saw, obviously, when you came in here, the capability of making $3,000 a day. How do you do that? There's a lot of people looking out there and they say, okay, well, there's no way in hell you can do that. And you may have been a little skeptical too as you look at it, but I'm going to tell you some things here that are going to make a difference, and realize that anybody can make that kind of money if you just decide to do it. Let me give you a couple of examples. I mean, this is about stepping up your game and looking at a bigger picture. Don't just look at the possibility of, $500 a day, or, $1,000 a month, or $15,000. I have books on how to make $15,000. I've got lessons, training for it. That's all fine, but I'm talking to you today about the idea of making bigger money. Now, as you saw on the first page when you looked here, I have some books that you'll be getting. You'll get an email in your inbox there, which is going to give you the ability to look at them. One of them is about how to make $15,000 a month, but really, I'm talking to you about the ability to make a lot more, because I think you can do it. Actually, I know you can do it. The question is, do you know it? So what I want to take a look at is, you look at who makes big money. Now, everybody out there is a salesman. You are a salesman whether you realize it or not. You're selling people on the option of going to the movies. You're selling a woman on whether to go on a date with you. It's all sales. So you've got to be a good salesman. You've got to think big. You've got to be right there and make it happen. So here's what you do. Look at a car lot, a car salesman. Now, who's going to make more per sale? Is it going to be the person who's down at Joe's Used Beaters, or is it going to be somebody over at the Rolls-Royce dealership? I mean, you can make a $50 commission maybe, or $100 commission on selling that beat up old Toyota, or you can go over here and you can sell a Rolls Royce and make a lot bigger. I mean, maybe even $1,000 or more from one sale. So think about that. And likewise with real estate, if you're down there selling $110,000 homes to people who can barely afford them, you're going to find a lot of people struggling to even meet that. Where if you look at somebody who's thinking bigger, you're selling the mansions, you're selling the $500,000, $600,000, $800,000, $1 million houses. What kind of cut are you going to make if you figure that both of them give you the same type of commission? Maybe the same amount of commission, even if it's a 2% commission or whatever. Whose commission's going to be bigger? It really comes down to what you're asking for. And you've got to think big. You've got to look and realize, too, as you're thinking about it, that anybody can do sales. It's as much work to sell somebody, actually probably even more work, to sell somebody a $100,000 house than it is to sell somebody on a Rolls Royce. Because the person who's in there looking at the Rolls, they know, they've got the taste, they've got the idea about money, that it is their money. And they realize, like you will by the end of this, money is energy. It's thoughts. It's not about the little cash. It's not what you make at your job. I mean, your time is money. The amount of time you allocate for what you make makes a difference. So if you figure that you're going to make a certain amount of money on one sale, or if you're going to make one sale or 5 sales a day, wouldn't you rather have 5 sales a day at $1,000 commission rather than $10, $25? I mean, think about it. The people who think small, they may be making $125 a day, which is all fine and dandy. But you think about it, the people who have the money are going to see the opportunity. They're going to jump on it. People who have a successful mindset, they think and act fast. They decide, okay, I'm making this happen. I am going to just make it happen. They make fast decisions. They're fast to make a decision to do something and slow to make a decision to change it. And really, you look at anybody that's successful. You look at Trump. You look at the people that wrote the books. I mean, Napoleon Hill with, Think and Grow Rich, or the other people that are out there making the big money. Why are they making money? Because they know that they see an opportunity, they grab it. They just grab onto it and say, I am taking this and making it happen. Now you look at somebody who's out there trying to get $25 together to buy a product that are going to pay you maybe a $2 commission. There's a big, big difference in how they think. These are people who are struggling to make their bills. They're saying, okay, I can do this maybe next month whenever I'm not having to, pay all this extra on whatever it is. So you think about it and realize that your choice is the same way. You can sit there and think, okay, am I going to be able to pay the bills? Am I going to be able to get the cable bill? Or are you going to be one of the people who just says, okay, this is it. I'm making it happen. That's it, period. Now, what I'm sharing with you is information I've learned from other people who are making it. Like, they're making $1 million or, $100,000 a month. And these people are giving me the information I'm sharing with you. Now, this video is not so much about selling you anything. It's about helping you. And I don't care what your business is. I want to see you succeed. I am doing this to help you. I don't get anything from doing this except the satisfaction of knowing, hey, I showed somebody else how to do something. Now, what you're going to look at is you've got to, like I said, you got to take action. You got to think big. It's not about what you're dreaming of. I mean, you look at The Secret and a lot of these other books, they tell you think positive and, it'll happen. But there's a couple of other steps that they don't mention. One thing is, in addition to thinking big, you need to take action. You need to take it now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't decide, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to use this in a week. What you need to do is say, okay, I want a date with that woman over there. So maybe I'll get up the courage to ask her next week. If you keep waiting, you know what's going to happen? That guy over there is going to ask her first, and you're going to say, oh, damn, I knew I didn't have I didn't have it to make it. The people who are successful in relationships, they're successful in business, they're successful in anything. It's because they went up there, they stepped up and said, damn it, I'm making this happen. And it can be, asking that woman for a date, let's go dancing, anything at all. It's up to you what you decide to do. But if you're going to wait, you're going to see it pass by. And sometimes you lose the drive you need to make it happen. So consider that and realize that you need to make things happen. Now, another thing that you have to look at is how much are you asking for? The person who's sitting there on the side of the street with a can out saying, you got a quarter, he might get a quarter every once in a while. But the same guy out there who says, you got $10 to spare, he may get the $10 from somebody, but at the same time, somebody else may come along and say, here's $1. This is something to help you. The point is, if you ask for a bigger amount, you may get a lesser amount, but you're going to get a bigger amount more often. Do you want to see your business succeeding? Take the moment, and if you have a business, what is the payout on it? You look at some businesses online, and you may do something like maybe you sell a $20 product, and you get a 1% or $1 commission. So you make $1 for every one of those. Now, if you look at it over the course of a day, you want to make $500 a day. How do you do that? You sell 500 items with $1 commission. Now, if you have a product, something that makes you $500 in one sale, you ask for it, you get it in one sale. Why are you going to waste your time going out there and saying, you know, buy this $20 product, buy this $20 product, buy this $20 product. You know, come on, join my team here. Come on, let's make this happen. You know, you need these vitamins, you need this, you know, these beauty supplements, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You know you're going to make $1. So you're going to go out there and you're going to push like hell because you want decent money. But really, wouldn't you rather just say, okay, if I were to make 5 sales of $500 a piece, how much is that? That's $2,500. What if you could make one sale and get a $3,000 commission? You know, it's all about how you think. I mean, if you think big, you're going to see big. And again, if you put out the idea that, hey, you can get this, people are going to say, well, I want it, but I don't know. But I mean, at the same time, you look and see that you can get big commissions. Maybe you get a $10,000 commission on something you sell, and you get unlimited commissions at this. Is it worth it to you to spend the money on it one time to be able to get unlimited sales? You know, you look at a franchise, you look at Subway or McDonald's or Burger King, you want to start a business. You want to make $100,000 a year with this business. When you buy the franchise, you're typically going to spend 5 times the amount of what it's actually going to pay you per year. So you want $100,000 a year running, you know, your restaurant. You go out there to the owner of the franchise and say, here's $500,000. Let me get started. Let's go. Now, think about it. How much is that really worth? I mean, yes, people are out there putting a lot of money, but then you have other people that are out there saying, okay, I mean, that's what's great about the online market. And your business, whatever it is, I'm sure you're seeing great things. If you're selling things, then, okay, you may have restocking fees or things like that. If you're selling information or ebooks or things like this, you know, you don't have the same kind of overhead. If you own the book, you're going to get more. But if you're getting it from somebody else, maybe you get a $5 commission from them. You know, it's all about how you think. But even with that, if you're not spending, you know, 5 times what you get a year to be able to get what you want, it's a big thing. So you need to look at this. And the other thing you need to do, no matter what it is in your business that you're doing, you've got to learn every day. Study something, read a book, watch a video, get around the people who have what you want, the people who are making the difference that you want to see in your life. I mean, if you go hang out to the bar there with Bob at, you know, till who knows what time in the morning, and you're out there chatting with him, you know, you're spending 3 hours, 4 hours a night just hanging out with him and popping down beer. Wake up in the morning, you got a hangover. You know, you're wasting time. Time is something you don't have a lot of. You've only got 24 hours in a day. You've got it, I've got it. The guy over there making, you know, I mean, Donald Trump, he's still got 24 hours in his day. What's the difference? He's asking for more. He's actually pointed out in one of his own things that it's easier to buy a $400,000 condo or apartment unit, you know, or a $4 million apartment unit than it is to buy a $100,000 house. Why is that? Because people see, first off, that you've got a business plan. And yes, it's going to make its own money back, but to get that, you've got to have the right thinking. You've got to be out there and say, what can I do to get the big money? How can I get $10,000 a day or however much it is? It's all about your thoughts. And it's not about even what you're doing mechanically. You have 10 people, and these 10 people are all out there doing the exact same thing. And you know what you're going to find? Of those 10 people, one of them may be making the kind of money he wants. Now, the other 9, they're all doing the exact same thing. They're putting out the same ads. They're doing everything the same. But why is that one person doing all the same things? Why are they making the money? Ready? It's because they expect it. Because they know, I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to make it happen. That's it, period. There ain't nothing else. So what about you? Are you ready to say, okay, I expect to make $20 today. I expect to make $400 this month, with my business online. Are you going to sit there, watch TV, and say, okay, I'm going to be hanging out there watching, the next, Lost Island, whatever. Or are you going to say, okay, I'm going to break down, I'm going to sit down, put the time into making my business so that once it's there, I can sit back and realize it's happening, that's it. I put in the effort, I made it happen. Because that's what it takes. You have an online business, you want to get more business, you've got to make it known. You got a website, great. How do people find it? Find it. You can have the most awesome things on your website, but if people don't know, you're never going to sell a dime. People have to know you, and people have to know that what they're getting is of value. You've got to believe in what you're selling, too. You've got to say, okay, I have a $5,000 product here. I know that it's worth every penny because it's going to show you all this stuff about how you can build your business, how you can, sell more cars, how you can do whatever. The point is, you need to know that you can make it happen, and you've got to have the faith in yourself, faith in your product. I have faith in you. I know that you can make this happen. Everybody out here has the ability. I know that you, and you personally, are able to sit there and say, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do it. I am going to get $3,000 a day. So the next question is, what are you going to do to get it? Are you going to go out and are you going to sell cars? Are you going to sell insurance? Are you going to go online? Are you going to go offline? The great thing about online businesses is you can do it at home in your pajamas. You don't have to get up and spend all day getting yourself running around, do this. I mean, you want to sell insurance door to door, great, do it. If that's what you think puts your passion in there, great. If you want to go and work out at the Walmart and get $10 an hour, you're putting a price on what your time is worth. How much is your time worth? Are you willing to let somebody else say, you're worth $10 an hour? Or even if you're a doctor, say, okay, I get $100 an hour, but you're still putting a price tag on your time. Not only that, but you've got to go through college, and you're actually making less because you're paying back all of the time that you put in college. And it doesn't matter what your job is. That's the thing about jobs. Online does way more. I mean, which would you rather do? Would you rather have time to spend with your family? Or would you rather be plugging away either at a job or even on the cheap online activities, pushing the penny commissions, dollar commissions, whatever. Now, I am going to go ahead and take a minute to tell you, you have the ability to choose whatever you want. But you got to realize, don't stick with, I already know that. Learn more. And if you want to make more, if you don't have an opportunity, I have that for you. Yes, you don't have to buy it. You may have something else. But how would you like to be able to make $5,000 in one sale? I mean, technically it's actually a couple of products, but Your top sale would be $3,000. Would you like to be able to have that, and especially if you buy it once and you know you're getting 100% commissions from there on? You know, it's worth your time to say, okay, I can make the big commissions and I only have to buy it once. I only have to buy this stuff one time and I could get unlimited commissions. That's what I have with Empower Network. The thing here is you can blog. It's $25. Great. You can get Inner Circle, which gives you tons of information. It's worth every penny. All kinds of stuff coming from people who know what they're doing. Or you can go into the higher end products, you know, $500, $1,000, even a $3,500 product, which does give you a $3,000. That one's not quite 100%. There's also a product that just came out, which, you know, if you're looking at it right now, it's $297 if you're seeing it at the time I do this. If you're not looking at it at the same time, maybe you'll look at a week or two down the road, I'm sorry, it's up to $1,000. The thing is, those of you who buy it at $297, you're going to be able to get those $1,000 commissions. Those of you who get it at the $1,000 are still going to get $1,000 commissions. Now, this product is something amazing. It's High Ticket Academy. It talks about what I'm talking about right now, but in way more depth. You want to know how to build the confidence up in yourself to say, okay, let's go big. Let's not sit here and say, okay, here's a $50 commission. Awesome. $50 commission. Great. Wouldn't you rather go with a $3,000 commission? Now, what you need to do to get full commissions with Empower is you have to own the product. You have to study the product and understand it and know you believe it. I know for a fact everything in there is worth it. You can take it and apply it and make a difference in your life. The trick is you've got to believe you can do it. I mean, I have faith in you. There's no guarantee. I can't say that you're going to buy the product and go through and sit down and you know, watch reruns of the Flintstones, that you're going to make a dime. But for those of you who are willing, and I mean, I know you're willing to build a life that makes a difference, because I see you as somebody who has the drive. Obviously, you're here. You're watching this video, which means you see the image, the possibility of you making $3,000 a day. You can do it. You could get this product, you could turn around and sell it and make the money back in an hour. People have done it. I'm not guaranteeing it, but hey, it's up to you what you decide to do. If you've got a business of your own, maybe you've already got, you know, 50 people that are working with you to sell the vitamins. And these people, you know, are all awesome entrepreneurs. You know they all want a better life. Why don't you show them how to get it? Even if you don't sell the product within Empower yourself, you can use this information to build your business. I don't care if you're a car salesman, or if you're selling airplanes, selling real estate, or selling vitamins, selling training at the gym. It's all the same, and it all comes down to how you handle the sales. So take a moment and get going. Now, I'm going to have a couple more things for you in a minute, but what you need to do right now is pull out your credit card. Pull it out. You got it? Okay. Now, there's going to be a link down below this video. Take a look at that link. It says join now or register now, however it's worded. But click that link, and it's going to open on a new page. Go through, fill out the form. It's $25 to get started. We're going to start you on the right path to make your dreams come true. What's awesome is with 100% commission, even if you can't get the big one right off, you can start with the small ones and build up. But I know you've got it in you to buy that big one. And people are out there, they say, oh, I don't have the money for this. I don't know where I'm getting the cash. If you want it, you can get the cash. You know it as well as I do. Think about it. Who can you talk to that can help you? Maybe you've got that little extra you set aside that, you know, you didn't want to touch, but you know you can make a difference. So whatever it is, take the time, fill out this form. Go ahead and pull it up right now. And I'm going to step away for a couple minutes. I'll be right back, but I've got a couple more things to share with you. Go ahead, fill out the form, and pay the $25. I'll be back with you in a minute, and we'll go over more. Alright, I'm back. Now I'm assuming you've already got that filled out. If not, take a minute and do that. I want to point out one thing here. You don't have to be special to make your life change. You don't have to be special to be a good salesman. It doesn't matter if you've got a stutter. It doesn't matter if, you've been through brain surgery, which incidentally I have. It doesn't matter because you have it to drive yourself to make it happen. So now that you've got the $25 basic, go through and you'll see a list of different products. What you want to do is go all in, get each one of those, start studying them, but also start selling them. Now if you pay the $19 for the affiliate fee, you can get 100% commissions on every single one of those. So, is it worth it? Is it worth your time? Is it worth paying one time to get what you can make unlimited commissions on with a company that's already paid out $63 million in commissions as of the time I'm doing this? It's going to be more by the time you see it, probably. But when you've got a company that's paying out commissions like this, it's amazing. Now, you're also going to get an email. You'll see an email in your inbox, maybe it's there now, that tells you about another page that's got some training, additional training I've got from a couple of millionaires, people who have made big money, a couple million for one. It doesn't, these are people that have actually used the information and made it. Whether you buy this or not, whether you decide, okay, I'm not ready to spend this. Okay, I get it. You're not ready for success. I get that. Okay, you're not ready to change your life yet. But there's information here that will help you, and it's all free. I'm not charging you anything for that. Realize the degree of information I'm giving you. As you look at it, okay, there's a couple of videos on there. They're a little older. I did those, and maybe they're not quite where I'm at. But the point is, with me, I mean, if I can make $5,000 in sales at one time from one person, what about you? I'm nothing special. I mean, hell, I grew up, I quit a lot of things, I went through and tried to get to college, got turned down, so I gave up on the idea. I didn't have the money, so I quit. I don't care what your story is. It doesn't matter. Every one of us has a story. There's always something that's going to stop you. I've been stopped. I mean, like I say, I've been through brain surgery. But what's good about that? Well, I've got the time to be with family friends. But even better, I've had a chance to build this business and make even more, make it better. What about you? Maybe there's something that is troubling you right now. Maybe you're not sure how you're going to make the rent. Maybe you need to take the time to make this happen. So get going, make things happen. At least take a look at the information on the other pages. It's going to talk about how to get pages, information to your website, get people to your site, how to do proper marketing. And this is all to help you no matter what your business is. So you can join me or not. Regardless, I want to see you succeed. So look your email. You'll find more, and you're going to see other blog postings and things like that from me. And know that I put the information out here, and I put it out for free because I'm learning it, and I want to share it. I may not share everything because it's a lot to learn, but I will put out to you one thing that you need to know. You can do it. I have faith in you. Do you?